and welcome to another episode of It's Giving Sus. You're joined by me, Danny Era, and my co-host,
Meg West.
Well, I think you're kind of not co-host. You're just like, we're both hosting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're both hosts of this fine establishment.
Yes. We'll take all the blame, I guess. Ma'am, I bought a notebook.
I'm so excited for this notebook.
Are
for
you really?
Yes, I'm so excited. And now I feel like I have to get one.
I know. I mean, I designed one for our merch launch when we're there.
Okay.
Because I feel like we need a cute little, like, notes of sus with our little eye, and then we can, you know?
I love that.
Right? I thought that was, like, cute. I would buy it, obviously. Yep. And I've already put some work into it.
Okay.
And today we're going to be talking about the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers. And the main reason I bought this notebook, honestly, because I'm just like upset and it doesn't add up. I just want to analyze every single thing that every single person has done and said.
Yeah.
And a lot of people online are already doing that. I wrote down like my main questions and really things that have stood out to me that aren't making sense with a lot of these stories. And then at the end, I want to talk about what could have actually, like, if we take the parents out of the equation, what could have actually happened that a 15-year-old boy goes to bed at 9 p.m., 10, whatever, and he's gone missing without a trace out of his home by 6 a.m.? Like, what other options are there?
Yeah.
Most of us know the details and kind of what's been going on with Sebastian Rogers. If you are not up to date with that case, I will link some videos that I found really helpful of summarizing the case down in the comments. And I believe we are on day 43 of Sebastian missing.
Yeah. He went missing around the same time as Maddie, right?
Yeah, the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, I think almost the same day, if I'm not mistaken.
It was right around there. And I remember hearing and seeing stuff, but I couldn't transition over to, because I was with Maddie. I was just
Riley.
like, yeah. And then Riley after there. So I've been watching bits and pieces throughout this whole time. But I do want to keep his face in the news, on YouTube, on social media, because there's just.
He looks so sweet.
I know.
It breaks my heart. I mean, all the kids, honestly. I mean,
yeah.
Obviously also, but he just, I don't know.
We do know now that he is a person living with autism, and the glasses, where they thought they found the glasses, it has been confirmed by that, what do they call them? The TBI, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, did come out and say that those are not his glasses. But I just pictured that boy, first off, no shoes. According to Katie and Chris, his mom and stepdad, no shoes, and then no glasses. I'm like, probably because I have so many issues with my eyes, that one sent me.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's out there with no glasses. You just can't see anything.
In the dark with there wasn't good lighting in the area either, right?
Not really, because we got the video where there was like the two flashlights, and I have a theory. Oh, girl, I just had to make like a brain dump on my computer with like everything just to kind of grasp, because there's a lot that I still don't know, and I just can't rest until I know.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was gonna implicate myself on some sleuthing that I did, but yeah, I'm taking it very far.
Okay.
Like,
another deep dive.
Haven't found much, but I have,
the usual Danny
allegedly
stuff.
Allegedly.
That's allegedly happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those things.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Let
me start with my little notebook.
Okay. See lots of scribbles in there.
So many angry like scratches, and I posted some of the main questions I have on our TikTok.
Yes.
I was going to do, I think it was Saturday night, I was going to just kind of like brain dump onto Canva or something. I was like, you know what? Why don't I just put that on like a little TikTok? Because maybe other people have the same questions, or maybe they
might have new questions,
or a theory or something that makes more sense. But those were definitely my main ones, and I will touch on those. But I was rewatching all of the interviews over the weekend to try to just get my head around this thing. And the first interview that I found was with a YouTuber named Duchess, and this was on 3/3.
So over a month ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first thing that I noticed was Chris Proudfoot like instantly answers for Katie. He wasn't even there, but he has all of the answers of like what they did that day. He wasn't there.
You want to know what I think on that?
Yes.
Because it's easy for him to lie because he's not the one involved. Think about it. She's going to dig herself a hole if she's done something. They always do. Look at all the lies that, you know, every person that's ever committed a crime has told, and then they tell their different stories. Like, I bet he's doing it so the story is the exact same.
The vibe I get is taking full control and just being like, this is the story and this is what it is. And even in the interviews after that where they are on camera, because one of my questions, why don't they want to show themselves on camera?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen like a missing child's like family pleading for help from the
Riley
community?
Strain.
But no picture, please.
They probably didn't want to look like Maddie Soto's mom. Just saying.
Just saying. But come on, man. Like, show the people your face. Make this a human story. Make people feel an emotional connection. Feel your sadness. Feel your pain.
Yeah.
So whoever your PR people are, which you probably don't have them, but like, come on. Like, that's like Missing Kid 101. Appeal to the community.
Unless you're guilty as fuck. I mean.
I know. So Katie Proudfoot's first couple interviews, she doesn't mention the 10 p.m. when she heard a bump in Sebastian's room. The first couple interviews are he went to bed around 9, went to bed around 12, woke up at 6, he wasn't there. Then later on down the road, a few interviews are like, at 10 p.m. I heard a bump or a thud, I think was her exact words. And I yelled in there and I said, Bubba, I don't know what you're doing in there, but you need to be in bed. She didn't go check on him. She didn't do anything. But what's interesting is that like that detail is coming out later. Some of the behavior analysis people on YouTube are saying that doesn't necessarily mean that she's guilty, but she could be remembering
details.
Thank you. She could be remembering other details like as you look back, you're like, oh, actually that stood out. So it could be one of those things. I don't know. It's very easy for me to want to say like if it was me, right? Which it's not me, but I feel like that's an important detail that you wouldn't necessarily leave out if your son is missing.
And if you don't remember everything, like don't just go opening your mouth and just saying stuff.
And I will recognize and hold space for like a very traumatic situation. Like sometimes you're in a blackout, honestly. So if it's a couple weeks later and she does remember that, I can understand that. But I just thought it was noteworthy.
Interesting.
And to kind of piggyback off of these first two, Chris Proudfoot gives like a very, very specific play-by-play of what happened that day. And then he's the one who calls the cops. But he's not there?
Did Miss Proudfoot not call 911 immediately? And here's your chance to answer that.
Because by the time I realized my son was missing and I called my husband at that point, I was hysterical. I was at the point where I couldn't even form words anymore, and my husband is the one who remained calm enough to call them.
And to be honest with you, Miss Grace, the way we live outside of city limits, so you don't call 911 because you get routed to a dispatching hub who asks what's your location, and then they route you to another dispatcher to talk to give this story. I cut all of that out and I called straight to the sheriff's department because they have jurisdiction of where we live. So sorry that I decided to bypass a few steps and go straight to the source where they responded within 10 minutes of the phone call being made.
It's so weird.
So she's looking for him. It's 6 a.m, whatever. He's not there. She calls him. She's like, I can't find him. And then he eventually like three-way calls the sheriff's department from 3 hours and 37 minutes away or whatever he said it was. And he's the one that made the report.
Interesting.
I mean, I see how that makes sense.
I don't. Why wouldn't the mom's first instinct is to call the stepdad and not the police?
I see what you mean, and I'm totally with you. When she called him, he said that he was kind of walking her through like places that Sebastian would like hide or like other places to like.
The mom doesn't know these things?
I don't know, man.
Question
And
mark?
he's at work at 6 a.m., but they stayed up on the phone for 3 hours until midnight. And she calls him at work.
And if they were up on the phone for 3 hours, wouldn't she have heard something going on if Sebastian was leaving the house?
Until midnight. If she was awake until midnight.
Right.
And she last heard a sound in his room at 10. So there's 2 hours where nothing happened. So now we're looking at midnight to 6 a.m. So we're narrowing it down more. Unless he was just so sneaky that he just snuck on out.
With no glasses or shoes.
No glasses. Well, glasses. Allegedly. And no shoes. Every shoe was in there. But with a flashlight keychain. I know. I see your brain like,
Yeah,
what
I'm
the fuck,
just
what
like,
the fuck? Yeah, I
okay.
know. A really sad thing that Chris Proudfoot disclosed in that first interview was a dream of Sebastian's was to have friends. He would do anything to have a friend. For Christmas, for birthday, he would ask for friends. He wanted friends. And that's really, really sad.
It's heartbreaking.
Chris Proudfoot was alluding to if someone was like, hey, we'll be your friend if X, Y, and Z happens, he could be persuaded to do that. I guess that was his point in bringing that up.
God, that's so weird to just bring up, though. So what? A guy with a van came and said, let me be your friend?
Free friends?
Let's be friends. Like, he knew Sebastian's long life dream of having friends.
And knocked on his window.
And just was like, hey, bud.
Midnight.
What are you, it? You just know everyone's fucking dreams and fears? What the fuck? No, that's weird.
So I have a question for you.
With a name like Proudfoot, I don't know. That's giving very, like, inbred. You know?
Oh my God.
I mean, speaking of inbreds, that's giving very, very inbred to me. Just saying.
Speaking of, don't get me, look at me. I'm already like thinking. Don't get me started on the Whitakers. I can't go into it. Cut, like, that's a whole nother wormhole.
I know.
I almost didn't want to tell you, but I have to tell you. I can't
to tell
just
me.
digest it by myself.
Absolutely not.
To be continued on the Whitakers. I can't even. But I have a question for you. Because you're more of a gamer than I am.
Okay.
And you may have the answer to this. What do you know about Minecraft? Have you ever played it?
I actually never played that game, but I know things about it.
Okay. So one of the reoccurring things that the stepdad and mom bring up is that Sebastian loved Minecraft. It was almost like his hyperfixation. Like if anyone asked him about like one question, it's like a whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like completely his thing.
Let's go to a place where everything is made of blocks. Where the only limit is your imagination. Let's go wherever you want to go. Climb the tallest mountains. Venture down to the darkest caves. Build anything you want. Day or night, rain or shine. Because this is the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in. Build a majestic castle. Invent a new machine. Or take a ride on a roller coaster. Play with friends. Build your own little community. Protect yourself with the strongest armor that you can craft, and fight off the dangers of the night. No one can tell you what you can or cannot do, with no rules to follow. This adventure, it's up to you.
My question, and I haven't from my own research found out if they said this or not, but how does he play that?
Online. Multiple platforms. So you can play it on a PC, you could play it on a console. Internet?
You have to play on the internet?
I'm pretty sure.
They're saying his phone only does like texting, a camera, and a calculator.
Okay.
So they've never disclosed how he plays Minecraft, if it's a Switch or if it's this.
Yeah, it could be a Switch.
But they are very, very adamant that Sebastian has no access to communicate in a game or on social media with other people. Is that a possibility? Even if it is an online game, do they have controls where you are not able to communicate either in or out with another person?
Yes, there are game settings in every game. Like I can mute everybody if I want to. I can turn voice chat off. I can turn text chat off.
Right. And then like friends only kind of a situation.
Exactly.
But is that like we can do that and then we can go back in and change it. A 15-year-old boy isn't
Dumb.
stupid,
Yeah.
especially with their favorite video game. So they could technically go back in and
Yeah, I'm
switch
sure
that
you can change
around.
the settings.
unless there's some like device or app or parental something that we don't know about that completely blocks it and the parents like have the password. I don't know, but maybe that's something we can look into, because that was one of my big questions. Because let's say the parents are not involved at all. A theory could be that he did meet somebody in a chat room, they befriended him, and whatever happened, and he ended up leaving. Did you just wink at me?
Sorry, it's on my eye. A little mascara.
You're like, that didn't happen, Danny. You're like, no.
I would do it off the camera side. Silly.
Silly. She's telling the viewer. That's not it.
No, it was just a little mascara.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. That's one of my big questions, right? Like, that's a possibility? To Chris and Katie's own words, it is not a possibility. According to the parents, I have to rule that out. If they were guilty, that would have almost been a good out, though.
Yeah. Are you like trying to plant stuff? Little, oh, well, this could have happened, or
They screwed themselves, though, by saying there's no way that could have happened. If they were like, yeah, he plays Minecraft.
again, he's a 15-year-old boy with autism. A lot of times, highly functioning
Yes.
people with autism are very smart.
Especially in their hyperfixation. They know
Especially-
everything.
Yes.
And I'm speaking from my own experience.
Yes.
Mine's rhinestoney right now. What do you want to know? Like, what do you want me to bedazzle?
Right.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Possibility, in my mind, according to Chris and Katie, no chance, because we are so strict on our kids. We are really good about not having them on social media, on the internet, having access, and they are very proud about that.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Proudfoot made a statement that Sebastian, even though he was a good swimmer, what they were talking about, he does not like being dirty. He doesn't like his hands dirty. He doesn't like mud. He doesn't like bugs. He would swim in a pool, not like a lake or river, right?
Yeah.
The fact that he doesn't have any shoes on doesn't
That doesn't add up either.
No. In my head, if that's what that means, he didn't walk out voluntarily. Because if he was going to meet someone, perhaps.
Why would you put shoes on a body?
That too, Meg. God, you gotta get
I'm
so
sorry,
dark.
but goddamn, dude. Like,
I
again, like
know.
without a trace, like, I just think,
I'm trying to rule out everything.
I know.
And
trust, I don't want to say that.
no, I know. It's realistic though.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to like, everyone is going so hard on the parents, and I am too, trust me. But I think for me to like be at peace, I need to like rule out what actually besides them could have happened, because I don't see anything else. That's why I wanted it to be the topic, because like I don't see another option than them being involved,
Yeah.
because nothing else gives me the conclusion that he didn't walk out by himself without shoes in the middle of the night on a Monday. If he doesn't like mud and bugs and it's pitch black, he didn't have a phone, so how is he going to meet up with someone?
Yeah.
So that one isn't making sense. Another note that I wrote down from that first interview, because this has also changed in my perspective from the first interviews till now, of how functional Sebastian is according to his mom and stepdad. And they're saying he's high functioning, he could walk a hill by himself, he's not impaired physically, he, may have some relationship struggles and like personal space, just awareness, social awareness kind of things.
Yeah.
Which you're 15 by itself.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Plus everything else, right?
Right.
But someone did ask in the chat, like, if he was to like go out and walk, would he? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. He's definitely able to do that. Because I guess there was another case where there was a child with autism who like walked like 200 something miles away, like a runaway situation. They just walked.
Oh my
Like
God.
straight Forrest Gumped it, like far.
Damn.
So, but with no shoes. So I've been trying to establish a timeline, and this is what we know so far. The morning of February 26th is when they reported him missing, meaning that February 27th, Sunday evening, is the last time anyone saw him or heard from him, according to...
You mean the 25th?
Yeah.
You said the 27th?
I am a time traveling.
Okay.
The 25th, Sunday, February 25th, and that's according to the mom. What we know about that Sunday, the 25th, not 27th, is that Katie took him out and they had like a fun day. They went to, okay. Sorry, so many thoughts. What she talks about feeding him and food so much. On Saturday, they went to a place called BJ's, which is like a Costco, not the restaurant.
Yeah, I know BJ's.
What is it? Tell me.
It's like a wholesale.
Yes, that's what she was
grocery
saying.
store.
Yeah,
yes.
I thought it was BJ's restaurant, so I was really confused because I'm like, why are you going to so many restaurants in so many days? But the weirder thing about that is they went to that on Saturday, and then Sunday they go to Costco. She's like, I mean, I get it. Some people go to Sam's Club and some people go to
yeah.
But you're spending your whole weekend
at a fucking bargain
bin
store.
And she's like, he really likes to eat all the samples. And then in other interviews, they went out to dinner and they went bowling and she says, a colossal bowl of popcorn.
How do you?
Is that a kind or is that like a Harry Potter increment?
Colossal.
Like, it's probably like a brand that I don't know about.
I don't think it is, but when I picture like colossal, I picture like a dinosaur. I don't know why. Like a huge motherfucking, like, like a big ass colossal thing, That's a description.
Yeah. But why do I know that?
But why
are you telling me that?
But also, like, you went bowling, you went to 2 stores, you went and ate
Texas Roadhouse.
His
birthday? Is this normal behavior?
And we went to like Applebee's instead
of Texas Roadhouse. Wait, and you've never been to Texas Roadhouse?
No, I have. I miss.
You want to go?
Yes.
Girl date?
Yes.
Start cooking those buns. Extra butter.
Yep. Fuck me up with that shit.
We'll just eat those and get water and
the bloom. Well, we have to get like their version of the blooming onion too, because that shit's fire.
It's pretty good. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
They go to the wholesale. They go to the bowling. They go whatever. And then she's like, we went back home to drop off snacks because, he's 15 and snacks. Like what? Like I heard this other YouTuber talking about this same exact point and it made me feel like validated and less out of my mind.
Crazy? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it was almost, their opinion was it was expressing like how much they were like caring and like nurturing him and like feeding him and doing things he likes to do. And I'm not saying that they didn't do those things, but I'm just saying like, why do I know more about like where this kid ate and how many stores you went to and a colossal popcorn than what's actually going on? Like, why the emphasis on the fucking food?
Overcompensation.
That's what they were trying to say. Thank you. God, I'm so glad I have you.
Yes. Overcompensating. Like, when a liar tells a lie and they like, it's just too much. You keep going and you're just going and going. Like, bro, no.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, first we like went up this hill, but then my car like crashed and then like it was snowing and it just keeps like,
and then I saw a dragon. Like, okay, bro. Like, what? No, when people do
like
that.
Too many details in a way.
It's funny. A guy I dated did that and I was like, bro. Like, I know.
Do I know?
I know. Yeah, you know him. Like, I know you're lying. Like, why are you telling this whole elaborate thing? You look like a fucking idiot.
I think people like naturally think like the more details that you disclose,
that you're not lying.
Yeah. Because why would you have so many details if it didn't happen? Obviously, who would make that up?
But the details just are fucking stupid.
No substance.
Yes. Like this. Why the fuck are you telling me all this? Bowling, colossal popcorn. He loves to eat all the sample. Like, why just so much emphasis on food? And look how skinny he was.
How do I not know? And his clothes are like so big.
You weren't feeding him that much. Get the fuck out of here.
Don't get us started on Gabriel. We have to do a shout out every fucking time.
Oh my god. Because
how do I not know how he played Minecraft, but I know about colossal popcorn?
His obsession, his favorite thing.
I don't know if he plays on PC or if he plays offline, if he plays on a Switch, if he does this, if he does that. But I know colossal popcorn. Don't get me wrong, I love popcorn.
Yeah, fuck me up with the colossal bucket,
Yeah. Like, give me the fucking extra butter fucking colossal size.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they went to the movies and maybe that's what it's called. I thought BJ's was a restaurant. I don't know. Colossal. Like, bitch, I swear to fucking God, if I
Clausen
triggered, my ovaries hurt so bad right now too. It just like squeezed them. As I was saying, bitch, if I go missing and you describe me eating a colossal anything, I'll fucking come back and hurt you.
Danny's last day, she ate a whole smorgasbord of.
Yeah, we went to Korean barbecue and she had a salad with rye. Like, bitch, no. Like, what do I like and don't like? That's easy. I don't like many things.
Yeah.
One thing about me, I'm never going to put my hand in lotion.
You like bedazzling.
Just follow the trail of rhinestones and you'll
glitter.
fucking find her. It's not that fucking hard. But one thing that's not going to help anybody is knowing that I ate a colossal popcorn.
I know, that's crazy.
Just follow the snack trail. Like, how does that help me?
Oh my God.
I have my popcorn machine and I got those little cups.
Did you get a colossal bucket?
I have a colossal bucket and 4 minis. We can have a little popcorn.
We really can have a colossal bucket
We
of popcorn.
can. But bitch, please.
No,
like,
that's too much. I'm back on the serious note. That's way too fucking much.
I know. There's just so many other details that I feel like you should know about, like his quirks, his like personality traits, his likes and dislikes.
That's just weird to me because, again, like the overcompensation. And what are you trying to prove? Like, what the fuck? Sorry.
0 to 100.
I really
so
did.
Fast.
So fast.
No, but really.
But no, what is that?
Like, think about this, okay? Because I'm thinking Maddie Soto, her last day, the birthday.
It's the same fucking
I don't know what
thing.
Maddie ate.
Yeah. We just know she ate cake.
And she had a great time, according to Jen, and she loved her presents.
Mm-hmm.
If Jen Soto went on that screen and said she had a colossal popcorn, what the fuck is that doing for me?
It's not helping find your child.
No.
You did all that in 48 hours, minus bedtime, minus all the other things that he probably has to do, and has a routine because he's autistic and
Let's
probably
talk
has
about
something he sticks to every
being
day.
overstimulated. Ma'am, I don't go to Costco
On a weekend?
back to back.
A Saturday and a Sunday.
And they said the BJ's was a brand new.
You got me fucked up.
It was a brand new store.
All the beeping, all the carts, all the people, everything around you, how big it
Children.
is, other children.
I can't even.
I
It
can't
has to be like a Monday, like an hour before close. And I'm like, okay, well, that's my one thing I'm doing today. And that's it. I can't have it be, because then I need to come home and unwind.
Yeah, because
there's
Costco's
been people screaming.
fucking
Someone ran
crazy.
over my toe with the cart, the samples, the smells, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So back to back Costco's.
Well, think about our friend Pizza. He literally has to call us when he goes to a store. We love you, Pizza.
Put in the comments, could you do back to back Costco on
Yeah.
a Saturday and Sunday?
Or would you
Peak
just die?
hours. You know, it's now like in my mind. She said he loves eating all the samples. That's very odd because people on the spectrum.
He didn't like gross. He sounded almost like a germaphobe a little bit.
Yes.
He'd like to
that
be
too.
clean.
That too. As far as mud and things, maybe that's a different category, but hear me out. Different, trying new things is
Textures.
not something I'm typically okay with, let alone in public. You saw me eat a fucking pickled jelly bean. Blah, it's not for me.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit, but everyone on the spectrum is different. And I'm just speaking from my own experiences and like whatever that maybe is that extra information too.
You could have just said, I went to Costco. End. Like it didn't, you know what I mean?
Because she tried to make it about him.
Or to make herself feel better.
Yeah.
Because she did all these nice things for him.
He loves the samples. Does he, or is he just
Or
like,
do you just feel good that you're doing something that you need to probably do for yourself?
and then
you're
he's
just-
there and he's like, well, he loves the samples.
He loves it. He probably fucking doesn't, bitch.
We got our timeline really weird. The day before is like this big old, in my opinion, kind of a special day. Like I didn't get to go out to Texas Roadhouse and bowling and go to Costco and the things and buy, like they're just balling out. Like, come on, it's Sunday night and like weird, just weird. The next day, she wakes up, calls Chris, they call the sheriff, blah, blah, blah. First question they probably are asked, where's your security cameras? Do you have a Ring doorbell? Do you have an alarm system? The neighbors? Well, the cameras were off or they were broken. You don't know what I'm about to say next, and I already know you're going to lose your shit.
I'm about to lose my shit already. Okay.
The mom works for a in-home security alarm system company as an installation technician. There was a work van in the driveway that she drives to install security cameras. Your husband's out of town working for months on end, and your shit isn't fixed? And your son is autistic?
Yo. No. No, 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 no. No. Just no.
No.
No. I don't have anything, bro. I don't have anything else. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? So
I couldn't make that up.
how were they just magically went out on that day, or they've been out, or
This is the thing about the Proudfoots. They answer questions how they are asked, meaning, do you turn on your alarm at night? They would say yes. But really what you need to ask is, did you have your alarm on that night? And Chris has called someone out for asking him a question. He's like, that's not what you asked me. You asked me this, this, and this. They are very
literal.
In a very condescending, narcissistic, nasty way, where he's like, you can't fool me, or got you there. I'm not lying. I literally answered how you asked me.
To make the other person feel stupid.
Yeah, or
Absolutely.
to cover themselves, whatever. So, according to their answers, they were not working. I don't know if it's been a long time, just that night. Does it matter?
It
She
really
has
doesn't.
a work
She
van
could go out
in the driveway.
if you have a 15-year-old
And you're by
child
yourself.
and
You're
you
by
don't have
yourself.
you don't have your husband with you. Yep.
It's in the drive. You didn't have to call someone. You didn't. Just get the tools.
Just walk your fucking ass out to that van. You got me so fucked
Just
up.
know.
You got me so fucked up.
That detail alone.
Magic just not working.
And then magically, not a single neighbor has a camera that's picked up anything.
Well, besides the flashlights, right?
Yes. And I'll tell you my biggest hiccup about those flashlights, which have been debunked, and they said it was the trash man, but that's also like unclear.
A trash man at night
Yeah.
on a Sunday
With two lights going like, no.
on a Sunday evening when
I mean, we can check Waste Management for their address and literally know when their trash gets picked up.
no trash is ever picked up anywhere the fuck ever for a residential place on a Sunday.
Technically, it'd be Monday morning.
But not that early. Not before 6 a.m.
I don't
No,
make the
bro,
rules. I mean, no. But
And yeah.
that's what they're saying. And then one headlight's like over here and one like over there. It doesn't make sense, right? This is what I need to know. And then this is one of the questions I put on TikTok.
And this was the person across the street from them?
Yes, that
Like
it was like
facing them?
pointing towards the backyard of their house.
Okay.
Which
So if
they
the-
have big dogs in a pen.
And if the thing is pointing toward the backyard, why is a trash man in the backyard?
To me, we'll have to look at the map, but it's kind of like those like country houses that don't have like fences.
Yeah.
So maybe
Maybe if it's on like the side.
Maybe it's an off-road trash truck. I don't know. A midnight off-road trash truck.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
It's possible.
Because everything else
mean,
makes sense.
I guess.
Like, why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Here's my big hiccup. What kind of fifth wheel does Chris Proudfoot have? Is it one that can put a motorcycle in the back? Because it's possible that he's out in his fifth wheel at his job site, camping, rolls out his motorcycle, rides it back home, 3 hours on a motorcycle in the middle of the night, probably get that down quite a bit. And is it possible that those lights, one going that way and one going that way, are motorcycle lights, a headlight?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he could get there and back in, what was it, from 10 till, say, midnight to 6 a.m.
6 hours.
Yeah.
And it's a 3-something hour drive. He said it to the exact minute, 3 hours, 37 minutes or 27 something. But you're on a motorcycle hauling ass. And in one interview, he's got a Harley shirt on. In one interview, she's got a Harley shirt on. In the Nancy Grace original interview, they cut something out. And it is him, Chris Proudfoot, talking about the motorcycle community and why he's part of it. And they like very bluntly like cut it out of the edit. I'm seeing Harley. Pictures online. He's got Harleys. He's about that life. But people ask him, what kind of truck do you drive? Nancy Grace asks him. He's like, the Chevy, whatever. She's like, what year? He's like,
You don't even know the year of your truck?
I mean, any person
When knows their
let alone a
year.
country boy man who pulls a fifth wheel, you don't know the year of your truck?
Absolutely the fuck not.
Oh, well, can't really remember, like a 2021.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. A car that you got 3 years ago, you still don't remember the year of it? What a fucking dumbass piece of shit.
And they don't mention a Harley when they're about that life. All of his Facebook pictures are Harleys.
How would you hide something on a Harley, though? Or how would you get somebody away on a Harley without being noticed?
Parked it back there where the lights were. Sebastian, get up and come with me. And he's been abusive to Sebastian.
Yeah.
Plus, he's the stepdad. And it sounds like he's a take no shit kind of stepdad. Get up. Follow me. I mean, it's not impossible. Plus 6. Okay, so it's a 6 hour between midnight, allegedly. I mean, we don't even know if he made it back from Texas Roadhouse. Because there's no camera, there's no proof, there's no text message. In this day and age, for someone to up and disappear is absolutely mind-blowing. No digital footprint.
Yeah.
Was this by design? There's not a camera, there's not a text stamp, there's not a ping, there's not an instant message, there's nothing to prove that this kid made it even home from Texas Roadhouse.
But the parents have pings, but that doesn't mean shit.
And another person had a theory that, they were on the phone for 3 hours, right? Because remember that very specific detail that we talked about? It's possible that Chris left his phone there on, gets on the bike.
Drives. Yeah. You said 3 hours and 20 something minutes on the phone. That's the exact same time as the drive.
And if you are on a motorcycle by yourself, you're probably making that drive in less than 3 hours and 27. And that's Chris's word. I haven't Googled it, so God only fucking knows. Also, all these interviews that they didn't want to show their face, were they in that camper? Because we know she left with him when the search is still on. She went with him in the fifth wheel to his job site and was just there. That's why she was in the camper with Nancy Grace. So all these other interviews, was she at home? We don't know. They didn't show their camera.
Who the fuck even knows? That's wild. Yeah, is there like a reason that they didn't show their faces for that long? Because again, like looking at all these other grieving parents, they show their faces right away. They're like, please, like, find my fucking child. And
yeah,
totally unwell. Absolutely unwell, hysterical.
Look at Sebastian's real dad. He's got the shirt on. He's in the trenches. He's crying on camera, calling every podcast, calling everything. Oh, they're just out in their fifth wheel.
Holed up in their little cocoon, little hillbilly cocoon.
Oh my God, so valid.
I mean, I'm from Ohio. I'm allowed to say that.
You're literally allowed to say
Yeah.
that. Your son's missing and you just go with him. No,
You
like
don't
we're
stay in
looking
the
everywhere.
town. So many red fucking flags.
If they're not involved, they're just shitty people and shitty parents, period.
Yeah.
Because who does that?
And either way, if they're not involved and they're still shitty parents, they're, to me, equally as liable.
They're not acting innocent, are they?
No, they're really not.
No plot twist there if we find out they're involved.
You got me so fucked up. How long has this dude been his stepdad?
We don't know.
Of course we don't know.
But fun fact, Sebastian's bio dad, Seth, disclosed that Chris was in Sebastian's life before Seth and Katie got divorced. So is this a little sneaky link thing where they were hooking up? Like, how were they all connected? How was Chris in Sebastian's life before Katie and the bio dad split up?
Mm-hmm.
Was he a coach? Was he friends of the church? Was he the side boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Is there animosity there? And we also know that Seth, the bio dad, just registered Sebastian to be in school and he was going to like fully live with him full time. So it sounds to me like Katie and Chris wanted this free lifestyle, wanted this to be able to come and go as they please, wanted.
Yeah. I never understood that. I never understand.
If you can't have him, or if I can't have him, you can't.
That, or like, why my mom did this shit. She like fought to see me, took my dad to court, and then acted like a total piece of shit
To you?
to me, and my stepdad did. And it's crazy. It's like, why the fuck? I would have been better off if you had just leave me the fuck alone.
Is it like an ego thing, like, or like a pride, or like I told you so, or like?
I think it's more of something like along the lines of she wanted to feel better about herself for leaving. And she's like, oh, well, you know what? We're going to like have this relationship now and blah, 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 right? Remarried with 2 other kids. First time I saw my mom was like the first meeting. I saw my mom since I was 4 years old. I'm fucking like 13, right?
And a pivotal age to rip a child out of the home.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Explains a lot.
Craziness. No, it's fine. I'm fucked
low.
up. It's
I'm
fine.
low.
It's fine. But I don't know if it was like a selfish thing on her part, or like if it was more like a rub my face in it type of thing. Like, look at me with my new life and like, I did this for myself without you type shit. Or was it an ego thing where maybe she felt guilty and she had to like, see me again, or why even bother? Exactly.
How selfish.
It's psycho. So it's like that same situation, like, why come back into a child's life when you're not going to be a true parent?
He's happy at his dad's. You have a good relationship with the dad. He's safe there.
You're going to introduce this other fucking person into their life, this like a stepdad or a step parent, which is going to turn their fucking lives upside down. Let's be real.
And
any child.
And he was the one disciplining Sebastian. He was the one setting the rules.
That's what my stepdad would do too.
That's no.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's fucked up.
These
Crazy.
women and their partners,
exactly.
man.
It's all women with these fucking men.
Chris has been married 5 times. Oh, everyone's making me out to be the bad guy. Maybe you are, dude.
Maybe you are a bad guy.
The polygraph, where he said in one interview, we've both taken one, we're both cleared. When he told Nancy Grace, I haven't taken one, but she has, but I'm down to take one. Then she schedules one. He's no show, no nothing.
And the dad did one, right? A bio dad.
He did not, because he
said he would.
He had an alibi, but he literally said he would. And he's out there every single day. Like, he's fallen. He's dislocated his shoulder. He's like literally searching physically through the brush and
literally
like organizing,
physically hurting himself.
Sleeping 30 minutes a night, hardly eating.
Fucking Christ.
And he's on every single podcast, telling the story, answering questions, wearing a shirt with Sebastian's name. And these motherfuckers haven't looked one time. They're in their little camper, whoever the fuck knows where they are.
With Sebastian's face on it. Again, like
And
Maddie's mother, nothing, not a single fucking picture, not a single anything. You can't put a little picture in your Zoom call, an overlay, a fucking background. You got me so fucked up.
This just reminded me of something. In one of the interviews that she did in the beginning, it's him, Chris, and her, Katie, in the dining room, and she's holding a picture of Sebastian. And she made this really offhanded comment of like, oh, he's like so independent. But if you look right there, he's not self-aware at all because he has chocolate milk on his face. And just like,
are you making fun of him? Is that, I'm sorry.
And then Chris always says these offhanded comments too that are like, oh, he has just like the goofiest smile. And like, I just get the vibe that they don't like him. I get the vibe that Chris thinks he's too cool. He doesn't like Sebastian. He thinks Sebastian's a fucking dork.
And a weirdo. And oh my God.
That's the vibe that I get. And I don't want to fucking say that about anyone, but that's just literally how I fucking feel from all these weird comments. Like,
why even say that?
My missing son, my best friend, Meg, she's missing. Here's a picture of her. She's like really funny and like cool and stuff. But if you notice right there, she's got
a lazy eye.
Like, I mean, that's at least a distinctive feature. She's got fucking Pringle crumbs on her lip. Like, what? The food, the fucking chocolate milk. Goodbye and good night.
Are you pointing out the chocolate milk to make it seem like you give your kid again? Like you treat your kid good? This is fucking crazy.
Dude, like,
this is so crazy.
Okay, like, this is what's been going through my head, like, for the past week since I've been full force on this case. Like,
I mean, I knew a good amount of it, but not all these crazy
dude,
details.
who has the time, like, besides me? Because I'm literally obsessed and I can't stop. Because I need it to make sense before I can, like, move on.
Yeah, but none of this is
no. The chocolate milk, no.
And he says he has a goofy smile. Like, that's just so...
Oh, and he's always a character.
That's just so insensitive.
He's a big goofy smile. He liked to dance a lot, but he didn't dance to the beat. Like, everything was a backhanded compliment.
No, that's a backhanded insult.
A front-facing insult.
Yeah, literally, it's just a fucking smack in the face. You're literally talking about this child while he's missing, while you might have had something to do with it.
Literally, Chris thinks that he is so much smarter than everybody else.
He doesn't think he's gonna get caught.
Absolutely not. Not a doubt in his mind that he's getting
He
away
fucked
with
up
it.
somewhere. He fucked up somewhere. Okay. There's one more page. Okay.
Might be one back here.
Okay.
You don't know. All right. We talked about what we know. We talked about what's fucking sus. Let's play devil's advocate because we don't know what happened. There's no signs of foul play. There's no one who's been named as a suspect or a person of interest. What realistically, logically, not the off-roading trash man truck, but what realistically, besides anything that the parents did, if their story is true, what could have happened to make a 15-year-old boy disappear on a early Monday
Overnight,
morning,
yeah.
12 p.m. to 6 a.m. Alien abduction, no shoes, no phone, never saw on camera. They've brought out dogs, they've brought out drones, they've drained ponds, they've scuba dived in all the things and checked the drains and the pipes. They've been to 2 different landfills. How is there not foul play?
I don't know.
There's not a single Ring doorbell in the whole state of Tennessee that got this kid on camera. If their story is true, he was out of town, she went to bed, 6 a.m. he's gone.
Does he have a window in his bedroom?
Yes, and it goes to the front, and it's not 2-story, and it's like a planter bed with like
Okay.
stuff
So he could have jumped out the window
with no shoes.
because he probably wouldn't have shoes in his bedroom. And then if he wants to hop out or sneak out, why would he go through the house, make noise, get shoes?
And then he closed it from the outside and put the screen back on. And there's dogs outside. Maybe. But he didn't take his phone. So how is he going to meet up? How is there no camera? There's no alarms working. There's no cameras working. Also, if you have like a home like alarm system like she works for,
It
every
beeps
time,
when you open.
window, door,
Yeah.
they have floodlights outside. That when there's motion, that the lights. So it's possible that he did open up that window, sneak out, and leave. Yes, it is a possibility. It's not impossible.
You know how, what was the guy that buried his victims in the floorboards?
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah. What if he's still in the house somewhere? And
They've
he literally
searched.
never left the house.
They searched and they brought in scent dogs and cadaver dogs.
There's just, I don't even
know, I
know.
can't-
Like they found something in the house, like they found a scent
You
somewhere.
mean if the parents are involved? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm still trying to think of something that their
I know,
story
but I
is
just
true.
can't. I
know.
just can't like. Okay, because let's be real. If someone broke in and took him, wouldn't she have heard anything? Wouldn't the beeps go off? Okay, so we can.
And he would have screamed, and the dogs,
Yes. Okay.
and the cameras probably were.
And lights and the Ring camera across the street.
Yeah. He's 15. He's 15 years old. He's not an infant. Like
Yeah.
you have to like physically
Yeah.
extract someone. Or he did meet somebody on Minecraft. He did plan to meet up with them, and he snuck out to meet them, but with no phone, no shoes. And he's never done that before. And the cameras and the lights and the dogs and everything else. I don't have any other theories. Alien abduction, honestly.
There.
Like, there's no like
I-
confirmed case of that.
There's. Yeah.
Also, no hovercraft, no beams, no cameras, nothing. Like, there's still noise that's made. You don't just hover through the roof. I cannot. I have nothing. Where they wouldn't be involved. He went to a friend's house? No friends.
And cadaver
no
dogs-
shoes. It's
Cadaver
6
dogs
a.m.
wouldn't hit on a bot. Like the scent dogs obviously picked up his scent at the house because he lived there, though. Right?
Barely.
But
Barely. That's why people are saying they don't know if he made it home from the restaurant.
that would make more sense, though, if he didn't make it home from the restaurant, because that would make all the lack of evidence.
The
make
cameras,
sense.
the bedroom.
Nothing going on. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that would make sense.
So they have him on camera leaving Texas Roadhouse. And then I guess maybe her pings getting back home. But what happened between then and there? We have no video of him getting out of the car and going inside. It's kind of Matty Soto. Gets picked up at the car, and this time, we don't know what happens from leaving the Texas Roadhouse, leaving the birthday party next morning. So there's a big time gap of what happened from the last known public sighting to when they were reported. There's a whole night, really.
It's like 12 hours.
That we don't know.
Yeah.
But
did he go to dinner with them? Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Dude, I know. I don't. None of it.
I don't think he made it home, though.
Yeah. So, again, mind blown. I don't know a single fucking thing. I'm going to hit you with one more plot twist that I don't think you know of.
Oh, boy.
And then we're fucking done. Just to really rock your fucking brain so you know what I've been trying to process for a week. I know. She's like, it's time, bitch.
I'm just.
This one just keeps going and going, I swear. Chris Proudfoot's parents went to Alaska a day or two after. Just drove to Alaska from Tennessee. So
sketchy. What are you doing
that
out
opens
there?
up a whole new realm of possibilities.
Yeah.
Alaska. While your grandson's missing.
There is sick people in the fucking world, and we know that. And we know that parents will cover up their children's mistakes.
100%. Those kind of mom and dad.
Yeah.
Mommy and daddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's what we know. And none of it.
5 out of 5. No hesitation.
God, but 43 days, he's out there by himself. Like, no matter what, I don't care. Just get him. Find him, dude. 43 days?
That's so sad.
I don't know. Just find him. I don't really care. Fuck
I'll
everyone
have
involved.
my hope that he ran away. And
yeah, to escape the abuse.
And that's going to be my hope. That's going to be what I just kind of cling on to until we know for sure.
Yeah. I don't know how to end this off because I got nothing.
I hope he's found in one way or another.
Me too. And we'll figure out the rest after. If you are someone who has him, let him go. Drop him off at a gas station.
Fire station, wherever.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Just drop him off. And if you know anything, anonymously give that information.
Yep. Call the TBI. It's
not worth it to try and conceal that. It's not just someone has to know something.
I know.
And if you're Katie and you know the truth, it's time to step up and be the mom.
Own
you
your shit.
Yeah, and be the mom you should have been and bring your son home.
Yeah.
With that.
Disgusting bitch. That's all I'm going to say. Don't put a man in front of your fucking child. To anybody. That goes for anyone who's a parent. Don't ever put somebody else in front of your fucking child. It ain't worth it, first of all.
Like, what is this? Like, child, like,
why are we having
neglect month?
Why are we having to have this same fucking conversation
every week
for the last how many episodes? Since Nickelodeon, those children, and then Riley, Maddie, Sebastian, Elijah.
Still missing.
The baby who got left for 10 days? Why am I having this conversation over and over again? If you can't handle taking care of a fucking child, go. I don't know. Adoption. There's options. Don't be a piece of shit.
Your other family members. Like the only mom in these whole things that is like Riley's mom and his family, you know?
I just fucking can't.
Yeah. So with that, I gotta go watch. I gotta go watch the Whitakers. It's the only thing that's gonna cleanse me of this. Like
little cross-eyed little hillbillies.
Hey, don't talk about your cousins that way.
My West Virginia neighbors. I could be inbred. Who knows?
It's just kidding. No, you don't.
No, I would know.
Yeah, you're all right. You're all right. I'm unwell though.
Dude, you're gonna laugh so hard at the face I made because you weren't looking at me. Oh my god, you're gonna love that.
I'm gonna zoom in. So until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, get emancipated at this point because everyone's mom suck. Like
everyone's mom sucks.
I don't know. That's all I got. See you next week.
See ya.
Hopefully with better news.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Bye.
The end.